Today's video is sponsored by EDH Lab. If you've ever goldfished a deck and thought, okay, but what happens when someone actually interacts with me? That's exactly what EDH Lab solves. It's a free goldfishing site that lets you playtest with up to 4 players at the table. Testing 1v0 is fine, but it doesn't show you how your Spellslinger deck holds up against Big Stompy or how your Aristocrats list handles go-wide tokens. EDH Lab lets you simulate real Commander-style interaction and counter strategies. You can import your decks directly from Architect or Moxfield, or just paste in a simple deck list. You can even share your decks with the community and see and play with or against other shared decks to explore what strategies people are brewing. It tracks life totals, commander damage, commander attacks, and more. You can customize sleeves and playmats, save games to come back later, and they're even working on a mobile version. Plus, there's an active Discord where you can chat with other playtesters and suggest new features. Check out EDH Lab at the link below and start stress testing your decks before game night. Hey everyone, Mitch coming in from the Commander Score Studio. Welcome to the show. So on today's episode, I've got a fun one for you because these cards are somehow less than $3. I'm telling you right now, you gotta pick them up. Of course, check out that card list link in the description below. With all that said, let's jump into it. First up, Illusionist Bracers. Such a solid card, one that can make a massive impact on a game. An artifact equipment for 2 mana, costs just 3 to equip, and it says, whenever an ability of a equipped creature is activated, if it isn't a mana ability, copy that ability, may choose no targets to the copy. Now here's the thing about this one, being able to double up on abilities is absolutely massive in a format like Commander where, well, a lot of decks out there are built off of, well, commanders that maybe have activated abilities that actually do some amazing things. So this can actually be a way to double up, typically with those kind of decks, like a commander effect and going, oh yeah, my deck is already built around this one thing and my commander does it. Oh, let's do that twice. Let's make the deck twice as good, essentially, when this is in play. Let's really make things hum. It doesn't have to be just for commanders, of course. There are also decks that are built completely around, well, a lot of creatures that have active abilities. But still, being able to double up on a commander's ability is insanely powerful. Pick this up for those types of decks. Pick this up for decks that are built around equipment. Pick this up right now. Moving on to yet another artifact with Horn of Gondor. A ledger artifact for 3 mana. Enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token, and by paying 3 and tapping it, you make X 1/1 white human creature tokens, where, hey, you know what? X number of humans you control. Yeah, being able to just throw out on the battlefield an insane amount of human soldiers in absolutely no time is massive. This is kind of like a, well, human version of Kranko in a way, but it's an artifact as well. It's absolutely a card that can take over the game. So again, if you've got a, well, of course, yeah, human tribal or a token deck essentially, or just even this card on its own can just go, okay, I'm at 1 human, doubling that up to 2, doubling to 4, doubling to 8, to 16, 32. You see where this is going. It can be absolutely crazy in absolutely no time. And again, even if just like, say, your commander is a human, or you've got a couple of humans in your deck that can already just speed things up, doesn't have to be human tribal, doesn't have to be a token strategy, it can be a card that takes over the game. Could also be in legendary decks out there. Do keep that in mind too. Such a solid card. Pick it up right now. Next up, a card that is just overall amazing. We've got Thran, Dynamo. Very simple, very effective. It's an artifact for 4, and it says, well, tap, add, well, colorless is what that would say if this has been around, but 3 to your mana pool. Yeah, so this is one essentially that says, hey, you know what? I am giving you a big burst of mana. Again, typically when it comes to Commander, outside of Sol Ring, which is broken and probably would be banned if they redid the format again, you know, there we go. Anyways, outside of Sol Ring, basically, when you are having a mana rock in your deck, and you're expecting essentially, well, half the amount of mana back that you put into it. So again, if it costs 2, it taps for 1, costs 4, taps for 2. This one breaks that rule. This one is overly efficient. It costs 4, and it gives you extra mana, basically. It gives you 3 mana. It gives you almost the amount of mana you put into it back, which is crazy good. Even if you're just, again, just like, okay, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, land. Let's just say you're just doing that, okay? Literally on turn 5 now, instead of being at 5 mana when you drop that land, you're at 8. Absolutely crazy. Obviously, there's ways to go even faster than that, like turn 2 ramp, and then playing this on turn 3, you are just going absolutely crazy. Such a great way to ramp you ahead of your opponent. Such an amazingly efficient card. Pick it up. Speaking of efficient, well, efficient at taking out opponents, Champion of Lambholt. Yeah, I love this card. 1/1 Human Warrior for 3 mana in green. Creatures with power less than it can't block creatures you control. Not just this creature. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm unblockable, by the way. No. My entire team is unblockable. Oh, and by the way, whenever a creature enters battlefield to control, you get a counter on this. So this can very easily, very quickly become one of the most massive creatures, if not the most massive creature on the board. Again, in a go-wide strategy, in a token strategy, in a counter strategy. Very easy to make this absolutely huge. Again, bigger than all the other creatures. And then all of a sudden when that happens, yeah, this low-to-the-ground creature makes so that every single one of your creatures is unblockable and will be coming through to take out your opponents. It's absolutely an amazing card. Pick it up right now. Moving on, always solid Oracle of Daya, a 2/2 Elf Shaman for 4 mana in green. You may play an initial land on each of your turns. Play at the top card of your library revealed. You may play into the top of your library. So here's the thing with this one, essentially. You're like, hey, you know what? I don't want dead draws on top of my library. Essentially, you're not getting them anymore. You basically just get, oh, by the way, land? Okay, cool. Play that off the top of my library. Oh, another land. Okay, that would have been a dead draw, but I'm also just going to play that off the top of my library. Again, it kind of turns the top of your library into a second hand in a way for lands. It gets rid of those dead draws for you in a way, too. And it also helps ramp you at the exact same time. It helps you so many ways. Again, lands are crucial in Commander. It's the most protected way to ramp, essentially, and this just gives you ways to do it again and again and again and again, all while curating the top of your library, making it so you're drawing into just steam the entire time. Take out your opponents with this by giving you all of the lands in the world. Or how about all the cards in the world? With Teferi's Ageless Insight, a legendary enchantment for 4 mana in blue. If you draw a card except the first one you draw on each of your draw steps, draw 2 cards instead. Yeah, absolutely incredible. Being able to go, hey, you know what we're going to do? Well, we're going to double up our card draw. Yeah, okay, it doesn't draw, the extra card, for your draw step. Okay, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. You get to pay 3 extra mana for Thought Reflection, which is still an amazing card. It absolutely is to get that. But this one's like, you know what? I'm lower to the ground. I'm also legendary, which can help you out in certain circumstances, again, for certain types of decks out there. But also, again, it doubles up the cards that matter. It's like, okay, I play a draw spell. Okay, I draw twice as much. I mean, think about like Brainstorm. Instead of drawing 3, draw 6, still put 2 on top. Gross. Or again, a big X draw spell. Okay, I'll draw 5 cards off this. Oh, wait, no, I draw 10. It makes your cards doubly as efficient when it comes to card draw. It, of course, works really well with commanders that have card draw abilities, or just any kind of a wheel effect as well. Like, okay, yeah, all right, Windfall. All right, we all discard hands. All right, greatest is 7. Okay, cool. All right, everyone draws 7. I draw 14. Yeah, good luck, opponents, keeping up with this much card advantage. And good luck keeping up with Season of Weaving, a sorcery for 6 mana in blue. Choose up to 5 paw worth of modes. I still don't know if it's called paw, but we're going to go with that. You may choose the same mode more than once. Paw. Draw a card. Paw. Choose an artifact or creature you control. Create a tokenless copy of it. Paw. Return each non-land, non-token permanent back to its owner's hand. It's fun to say paw. Anyways, here's the thing with this one. It is super flexible and helps you out in so many different ways. Now, if you need card advantage, you're like, okay, yeah, I spent 6 mana, draw 5 cards. Not the most efficient, but still very effective when you need. You're like, yeah, I just desperately need cards. Let's do that. Or you can go, hey, you know what I need, actually? I need, amazing copies of this amazing creature artifact that I already have. Again, even just earlier Thran Dynamo. Just think about getting 2 copies of Thran Dynamo and drawing a card off of 6 mana. Yeah, it's amazing. Or just giant creatures. Sure, that's amazing, too. Or, again, if you panic mode need it, hey, bounce every non-land, non-token, turn it back to its owner's hand. Sure, let's do that. Especially if you can go with the second mode first and go, hey, you know what? Let's copy that giant creature that I have. Cool. And then you're like, hey, you know what? Yeah, all the things go away except for this giant creature. Yeah, it is such a flexible, amazing card that can help you out in so many scenarios. Pick it up. Next up, very simple, very effective, Boundless Realms. Play more basics, people. If you're not playing enough basics, shame on you, number 1. Number 2, your deck's not as efficient as it could be because basics are absolutely amazing. Sorcery for 7 mana in green. Search your library to X basic land cards, direct the number of lands you control, put them on a battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. You should be able to go get an insane amount of basics with this. It is not an excuse if you are like, well, I'm playing 5 color and I need all of these, different kinds of non-basic lands. It's just impossible to build a deck that is 5 color with a ton of basics. No. You're wrong. I will tell you that right there and then. You need to just ramp effectively. You need to fix your mana effectively. You need to build in the ways to make it so that your deck works with that. Again, with my Joda deck, just off the top of my head, I know there's 3 of every single kind except for Force, and there's 9 Force. That's what, 12 plus 9, 21 basics in a 5-color deck. You should be able to resolve this and go get all the basics you need. This is a great way to basically double up your lands and just make it so that your opponents, well, are going to just be behind the 8 ball because you are going to be, well, so far ahead of them. There is absolutely no catching up with all those lands. Pick this up, get ahead of your opponents. Or get ahead in a different way with Fevered Suspicion. Such a fun card. Sorcery for 8 mana in total in Rakdos. Each one exiles cards to the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. You may cast any number of spells from among those non-land cards without paying their mana cost. And it's got Rebound, meaning that you get to basically cast it for free again on your next, well, upkeep. So fun! Here's what happens with this one. You play it. Your opponents just absolutely start sweating and going, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then they start exiling off the top of their library until they hit something, you get something amazing, and just what? You just stole 3 things from your opponents. And by the way, it's going to happen again next turn. It is such a fun card. Again, basically 8 mana, steal 6 things. What's not to love about this absolutely brutal finisher that I love? And again, Joda loves it too. That's one of my favorite decks, and this is a good card in Joda. So I'm just going to keep bringing up Joda cards, I guess. Finally, a card that is not in my Joda deck because, well, I will caveat this card and say, you know what, here, the extra turn spells aren't exactly for every playgroup out there, and like, repeat extra turn spells, you know, just chaining extra turns is also a no-no for some playgroups out there, and this card individually chains extra turns, basically, for you. Time Stretch, a sorcery for 10 mana in total. Target player takes 2 extra turns after this one. Yeah, there are ways to cheat on mana cost. There are ways to reduce the mana cost. There's just ways to just ramp an insane amount. We just talked about Boundless Realms where it's like, yeah, 10 mana, whatever, I don't care. Sure. Being able to get 2 extra turns is insane. When you play this, you should be like, yeah, I'm set up to win. I'm just going to win. Oh, by the way, again, with a lot of extra turn spells, nearly all of them, you know, more recent ones essentially, this is not recent, you have to kind of exile the card. You don't get to just get it back. This one, it's like, oh no, yeah, you can get it back into your graveyard with like a regrowth and then recast it, and your opponents never get turns ever again. Yeah, that is definitely possible with this one. Again, ask your playgroup if they're okay with chaining extra turns, because this is one where it can just take over the game and just win just by playing it by 1 card. It is such a solid card. Pick it up, play it, if, again, your friends or those of your LGS are okay with it. And with that, this episode is coming to a close. Make sure you comment below with your thoughts on this one. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.